To climb well, we need to learn how to, and for the modern climber, the wealth of indoor and outdoor arenas allow a growing number of climbers to reach a high level. By that, I mean the subtle things, like a different part of your foot on a foothold, shifting your weight slightly to maintain balance, the sort of microscopic things that once learned stay in your subconscious. The trick is not to climb hard, but to climb easy. Find the best sequence for you. By repeating a set sequence over and over again, our bodies develop muscle memory, which means the brain has fine-tuned the movement so that the amount of muscle contraction, the timings, are all just perfect. This way, problems that are impossible at first become probable and then possible. It's not just individual problems you learn. Your mind is using all this wealth of knowledge to create an encyclopedia of climbing movement. A vast bank of knowledge that we call on whenever we climb, be it bouldering, on-site climbing or soloing. Within this knowledge are the hidden keys to climbing well. Things like how body position, technique and timing affect our ability to pull on the poorest of holds. By eliminating fears, we are free to push ourselves beyond what appears possible. We experiment in spatial awareness in order to decode three-dimensional puzzles. Modern climbers use bouldering to develop these kinesthetics. Something as simple as a foothold can be used in different ways: inside or outside edge, toe, heel hook, toe hook, even a heel-toe lock. Any or all of these can be used to great advantage in the right situation. Even these can be used to lock ourselves upside down. You can learn the weaknesses in the rock, subtle changes of angle that yield a rest or respite, grooves to bridge across, drop needs to lock ourselves into overhangs. Skills that wouldn't traditionally be used on rock climbs. Today though, modern climbers are taking these skills to big alpine faces and beyond. Bouldering is climbing for the perfectionists. It is where we experiment. We can forget the limitations of rope climbing and concentrate on the imaginative. It's where anything goes. The jump or the dyno, for instance, is rarely used on routes, but in bouldering it can be the only way to succeed sometimes. Many problems of the modern ilk require lunging for holds and feet cutting loose, using power to overcome the obstacle of distance between holds. The skill of reaching a hold at the dead point of your upward movement, hitting a hold hard and fast to maintain contact. How far can they go? Well, this summer there was an official competition to set the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest dyno. Currently held by Matt Heaton at over 2.60 meters. That's massive. That's over a body length between the starting and finishing holds. In terms of difficulty, Paracelsus is one of the premier locations in North Wales, with the main feature of climbing being the bewildering steepness of the cave. There are many classic hard problems here, but recently they have all been overshadowed by one problem and one climber, and that's Neil Dyer's link from Luferino into Beaver Cleaver. The Greenheart connection is probably one of the hardest problems in North Wales. Starting up Luferino via a highly technical series of heel and toe hook, a problem that warrants V10 alone, This is enough to finish off even the fittest of climbers, and you're not even halfway. From the end of Luferino, make a powerful undercut move before swinging gymnastically outright to reach Beaver Cleaver, a classic French 7B+. The crux move of this is the last move of Greenheart Connection, and if you ignore the previous 40-foot plus of Roof Tussle, it would still repel most climbers who attempt it. Climbing isn't all about work, work, work. It's as much pleasure and pain.
Who can bleed the most?
That's it for the end of the day, that.
Oh, mate. Look.
Oh, mate.
He wins, that's 3 layers. He wins by a layer.
Bubble.
I can't believe it like that. Your right hand came off. That's what it was, your right hand came off first. Oh,
Just like more authentic.
Go on. Go on. Good.
Yes.
Done. Well in.
Oh my god.
Climbing is also about discovery, discovering yourself, discovering sequence, or even discovering new areas. Take these boulders for instance, previously overlooked. They now offer some mid-grade problems well worth seeking out. More than all this, climbing is about fun. It's hanging out with a group of like-minded loons, taking the piss and enjoying the art of climbing in its raw form. Just like any top performers, it takes years of practice to reach your potential. Its convenience and safety are now making it perhaps one of the most popular facets of our sport. People no longer turn up to the crag with ropes, harnesses and a rack. They've got a pad on their back and shoes in their bag. It's all about having fun, about experimenting, about pushing yourself.
Yeah, man. Squeeze. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Okay.